Let me tell you the story about Jerry. He lost his mind on them pills. If you got any issues, don't resort to them. Try and find a solution, cause there's people out here that really love you. And I don't wanna see you throw your life away just for some high that you're chasing. Jerry grew up with some dreams, but the streets pulled him in. The white lines on the table, they couldn't see through his sin. Paranoia in his eyes, mind starting to fade. Cause every choice that he made, it felt like a debt unpaid. Cause one night turned red, the shadows danced in the hall. In the grip of a high, he didn't hear that call. Cause sirens in the distance, the cold steel cuffs. Cause what he thought was control was never enough. And now the 5 long years in a courtroom fight. Cause every day he's replaying that Curtis night. The judge hit the gavel, the tears hit the ground. 55 years for the pain he found. No freedom in the wind, just echoes in his head. Wishing he could change every word he said. If only he had seen past the haze that night. And only if he fought a different fight. But the past don't bend, it don't break, it stays. Cause the sentence in the shadows that always fades. The jury watched close as the stories were told. Prosecutor's voice cutting ice through the cold. Jerry sat still, but it's still inside of the burn. Praying for mercy that never returned. The drugs took more than the time he served. Took his name, his love, his life he deserved. Judge hit that gavel and the world turned stone. 55 years and he walks alone. Jerry stares through the bars at his life he missed. Hands clasped tight, whispering to the mist. Cause drugs took it all, but the price was clear. And every letter he writes from the cell feels heavier to read. Cause there's chains on his soul from a deadly seed. So Jerry wasn't always cold, he used to hoop at the park. Mama worked 2 jobs, kept the lights through the dark. But the pills hit first and the powder came next. Turned his head to the streets and put the love on neglect. Cause all those late nights, paranoia creeping in his chest. Ain't slept in 3 days and the mind far from the best. One bad move in the kitchen, it all turned wrong. Neighbors heard the screams and then the sirens came on. They caught him in the alley, but he was still twitching off the high. Didn't know if he was guilty or just lost his mind. The cold cuffs on his wrist, rain hitting his face. They told the cop, man I swear I ain't meant for this place. Cause the whole trial fell on like a Michigan winner. A prosecutor painting pictures, they trying to make him a sinner. The public defender looking tired, suit cheap, speech weak. Every witness that spoke made the truth seem bleak. Cause mama in the back row couldn't lift her head. And now she knew once she read that time, her boy was good as dead. No parole in the numbers, just a clock with no end. A cellmate for a brother, and a razor for a friend. Now Jerry's sitting in the yard thinking about that night. And how the drugs took his vision and how he lost his fight. He can't run back the film, he can't rewrite the scene. Just a name on a dock, a number switched in his green. Can't sleep, the CO's walking to the beat. Floor colder than a block when it's -5. Wintertime in the cell, he still gotta survive. Breath fogging in the air, ain't no heat in the box. Steel bars singing blues, time ticking slow on the clock. And he thinks about the streets and how the cold felt the same. And now the chains on his wrist, they calling his name. Cause the cold floor, the hard bed, feel like concrete bite. And Jerry fighting in his mind through the endless night. Breath fogging in the dark, the prison colder than the streets. Dream frozen in his chest, and the heart still beat. But Jerry's staring at the ceiling, with the paint chipping off the wall. Cause every sound in the hall, expecting a call. Time heavy on his shoulders, and the weight of the case. Judge gave him all them years, and now he's stuck in his place. The concrete got no mercy, it's pressing on his spine. The cold floor like a winter, cut deep every time. He remembered the hustle to get a pill so he can be fed. Cause now the only thing he got is a bunk for a bed. Cause he's thinking about the freedom like a dream on pause. Cause every second in the system is a wrestle with the flaws. His letter letters coming in from his mama saying she praying he's strong. Cause it's hard to keep up the faith when your nights are very long. Cause food tasting like nothing, but the pain always real. Because he's done trading all this motion for them cold steel meals. Winter outside, but it's inside cutting the same. Cause bars colder than the block when you're losing the game. Cause Jerry whispering into the shadows, the only ones that hear. Cold nights breaking his soul, every breath full of fear. Concrete sucked the warmth, cause the floor colder than the grave. And every day another chain, every night another wave. He wishes he was in the grave. Looking at the mirror, seeing the pain in his face, but he swear he gon' rise, he can't let that time go to waste. He's starting to write on a paper, just trying to free his mind. He turning the cold into flame, because he's leaving the darkness behind. He remember all the lessons that the streets never taught him. Another cell got him thinking about every demon he fought. Cause the cold floor still bit, beds still feel like stone. He building up the strength and he ain't even been shown. Until that fateful night, until that fateful night. He crossed the wrong crew, and now the tension in the air, like the eyes watching the shadows, the death lurking everywhere. Steel echoes in the silence, footsteps heavy on the floor. He ain't even see it coming, and when they locked the cell door, whispers turned into violence, the blade flashed in the night. The cold steel into his ribs, no chance for a fight. Blood dripping on the concrete, colder than the freeze. And Jerry took his last breaths on his knees.